Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olipa Katongo Kunda. Just in case it's the first time that you're seeing me on your screen, you're welcome to this channel. So this year, you guys, I'm turning 26, and actually my birthday is in a few weeks time, like 2 or 3 weeks time, and I'm genuinely super excited. But beyond that, I am in a place of recognizing how much I have changed and how much I have grown. And to be honest, it's quite unfortunate that one of the things that I feel differently about now is YouTube. Because like anybody who knows me or who knew me 2-3 years ago, even if you check one of my, like a number of my videos, especially the ones I did with my sister, where I was really specific in saying that I love doing YouTube. Don't get me wrong, I still love doing YouTube, but I just feel like there is a lot more that I want to explore. I feel like I have gone back to falling in love with writing. When I was younger, in high school especially, I wrote a lot of poems. I loved to write poems, and then I grew out of it. And I've gone back to writing, but not poems this time. I'm really enjoying writing stories about different people in different rural communities. Like, I'm really just enjoying writing informative pieces, whether they be just to encourage another person, to speak to another person directly, or just to open up myself to them. And I have found that I'm using my Facebook platform a whole lot to speak on so many different things, and I'm really enjoying it. By the way, just in case you want to follow me on Facebook, it's the same name, Olipa Katongo Kunda. You will see my beautiful face there. But in light of that, as I have been identifying and recognizing that I'm really changing and just growing as a person, it dawned on me, and I thought about it a lot, like, so what does that mean for the things I enjoyed before, like YouTube? I really enjoyed making content for YouTube, but now it feels like definitely feels like something that is not a first choice mode of expression for me, and it's not it sort of feels like a chore, to be honest. It feels like a lot of work, because just in case you don't know, there's a lot that goes into YouTube videos. The editing, the shooting of the content, the equipment you need to have, I don't know, the bundles you need to upload your videos. It's just, it lacks that instant gratification I look for sometimes when I'm trying to share my thoughts and my, my feelings and emotions. And I think that's why it's so much easier to share vlogs, because I understand that I'm sharing something to you which is not particularly in real time. But when I'm sharing my emotions and feelings, which was mainly what this channel is about, I can't share that immediately. So I'm shooting this video now, and you'll only see it a few days later, which for me is just not good enough. Like, I love that I can think about something, write it down on Facebook, and share it immediately, and get feedback from people, and they tell me what they think and what they don't think and stuff like that. But also, my growth and my change is beyond just YouTube or Facebook. Just a few, like last week, or was it the other week, I was with my sister, my young sister, and we were just walking down the street, and she said to me, you know what, I really hate that you've moved out of your adventurous stage and, like, let's do it stage, and now you're just like, no, I want to be home. Yeah, like, she literally said, you are in your boring, I want to be home stage. And I'm like, you know what, you are right. And I hadn't thought about it, because to me it's like, yeah, whatever, like, I just want to be home, I'm tired, I'm grown. But it definitely has been that transition. And for other people who I was with in the stages before, in the adventurous stage, in the I want to go out stage, I was always ready. I want to go out. I'm happy to be in the club. I'm happy to dance. I'm happy to jive. And then for me to just move into this new different stage, it's like you never really realize it until another person mentions it to you. And sometimes you become so defensive. Because the first time I feel like someone ever told me that I moved out of this stage, of a certain stage rather, was in university. And this was a very close friend of mine, and that soured our relationship. because I felt attacked. I felt attacked and I became so defensive. I really felt brutalized because she was essentially telling me I changed. I was not the friend she knew. I was not the person she knew, the person we could go out, like be in the club till 6 a.m. You know, the girl who was just not tied down to being this girlfriend, being this schoolgirl, being this serious girl. And I felt so defensive, but it was true. It was so true that I had changed. And I think I didn't want to acknowledge it. I didn't want to accept it at that time. But now my sister mentioning it again was really like, you know what, you're all right. I definitely have changed. I'm not adventurous anymore. I want to be home by 8. I want to be snuggled up in bed. I want to be asleep by 10 p.m., by 10:30 p.m. I want to read a book. Those are the things I want to do. I want to be a wife. I want to be grown. So I think we have gotten to a point, I have gotten to a point where I am accepting and recognizing that my growth is coming with challenges, but at the same time with responsibilities, and at the same time with happiness, and at the same time with creating boundaries. Because in me saying, look, you are right, I don't want to do that, it creates a boundary for her to understand and know that I'm not the girlfriend to call on a whim when she wants to do something or to go somewhere. Like, we must plan things. We must talk about it beforehand. You will not call me today and tell me, let's go here tomorrow. No, honey. Give me 2 weeks notice. Give me 2 weeks notice. Okay. Like, I'm not that girl anymore. And growing has brought about creating boundaries and understanding that some people will feel insulted by my boundaries, even when it's nothing to do with that. I was watching a video by Mpumi Ladwaba. If you don't follow her, go and follow her YouTube channel. She's a South African YouTuber, and she was talking about how setting boundaries is not an insult to you, but it's respect for me. I'm setting boundaries because I respect myself. I'm setting boundaries out of the respect I have. And you need to understand that when I set those boundaries, it's not only for you. Even I have to follow my boundaries. Even I have to live in the confines of the boundaries I set. So I'm not doing them, so I'm not setting them or making them so that I can insult you or make you feel bad or whatever the case is. But it's because I'm trying to respect myself. And that is something that a lot of us really struggle with when it comes to just changing and growing and reinventing ourselves, becoming different people, better people. I love a phrase that I came across, and I actually think about it a whole lot, and it says, I'm not sure who initially said it. If you know, please drop in the comment. But the quote is basically the most illiterate people that we have right now in the 21st century are not people who can't read or write, but they're people who refuse to unlearn and relearn. I'll say that again. The most illiterate people that we have in the 21st century are not people who can't read or write, but people who refuse to unlearn and relearn. It's so important that as we keep on getting older, we reinvent ourselves. We change up, we shake ourselves up. I remember when we did when my sister and I did our collab October 2021, go and check out the videos. It was an exciting series. And we talked about how you must be able to change. Don't dwell in the this is who I am. But this is who I am. But that's how it was done. That's what my mom did. That's what my grandma did. You can't live like that. You must reinvent. There are so many things that we need to unlearn. A lot of traumas we need to unlearn. A lot of unhealthy bonds that we need to unlearn. A lot of unhealthy ways of doing things that we need to unlearn. And we need to relearn things, either from people around us, either from our experiences, from the world, from exposure, even just from our spirituality. So it's so important that as you reinvent yourself, do not be illiterate. Do not be this person who stands on, well, this is how I am. Well, you can be another person. Well, you can change. Well, you can be better. So take that time to just be and reinvent and grow. And the person I am today would definitely not be the person I will be in 10 years time. And I really do look forward to that. And I think that's, I remember, this is years back actually, I think, I can't recall, a number of years back, my older sister, who I love, was turning 30 that year. And I remember asking her to say, oh my gosh, you're turning 30. Like, how does it feel? Are you scared? Like, how does it feel to turn 30? And at that time, she had a daughter. She had one child. And she was telling me to say, you know, I'm actually really excited. I'm at a point where I'm seeing my child grow up and I'm living this life of excitement. Like every year that goes, it's like I don't even recognize that I'm turning 30. It's like, oh wow, this is another year for my child. Just seeing her milestones and seeing her grow into this person is so exciting for me. And I was like, wow, like that shifted my mind. It shifted my mind because as we get older, we are changing as well, and we are producing, we are creating, we are reinventing, we are just learning and relearning, and that must excite us. I'm at a point in my life where I'm so excited for the woman I'm going to be. I'm so excited because I know that, like, if I'm so happy with myself now, if I'm so confident in my own skin, if I am measured, if I'm successful in my own terms, what more in 10 years? Like, what are the things I'll have achieved in 10 years? And that super excites me. And so I just feel like this is something I wanted to share with all of y'all. Like, be excited about your lives. And the only way you'll be excited about your lives is if you reinvent yourself. You remechanize the way you think, the way you do things, the way you see things, your view of the world, your perception of so many different things, and also linking yourself to the spirituality. Spirituality has definitely been a huge factor to me being as aware as I am of myself and of my environment and of people around me and of the things that benefit me. So I would definitely encourage you to tap into that. Like, whatever religion you belong to or whatever spirituality means for you, tap into that wholly and allow that to guide you, to lead you, to move you. And I can guarantee you that you'll be living a very wholesome life. And the truth is, I don't think you can ever be 100% wholesome. I'm always saying that you are never healed. You are healing. It's a journey. We are always healing. We are always growing. We are always doing. We are never done. We are never grown. It's a continuous process, but it's a process that you must enjoy, and it's a process that you must take pride in. It's a process that you must be ready for. It's a process you must wake up every morning and say, I'm gonna do it. You know, I am doing it. So that's just what I wanted to share with you guys on this platform. And just something that I thought I should share with y'all. And you know, I have said before that my YouTube channel is a visual memoir. It's something I am going to live for my children and my grandchildren and the generations after her, or rather after them. It could be a him. So generations after them, to get to see how I navigated through life. And I really thought it was important for me to speak on this this time in my life that I'm in. And going forward, I really do want to do a lot more sit down videos where I talk about the things I'm going through and how I'm dealing with those things. And yeah, I hope you will be enjoying these types of videos. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.